Cheers! Let's go, boys and girls. For Bitcoin against USD, yes sir, there was a dip over here. However, we don't have any clear tradable chart patterns. We are not entirely sure where or how low BTC is going to go. We would love it if we got a clear chart pattern over here, like a right shoulder, because previously we got an inverse head and shoulders over here, and the target that we got for the inverse head and shoulders was pretty low at around 28,000, right? And then we had a falling channel. The falling channel broke higher, and we formed something which looked like a falling channel. We were expecting a zip higher, right? So we were explaining that you can see that the falling channels keep getting smaller and smaller, right? We're expecting another zip up, but eventually we zipped down instead of up. And yeah, anyway, we acquired targets towards the downside, and we have already hit the targets. Same thing like what we got for the inverse head and shoulders over here. We got 28k targets. Even when things were about to reverse back down, we got another 28k target, but we overachieved our targets. Anyway, this is looking to me like a potential head and shoulders in the making. Inverse head and shoulders, zip up. Head and shoulders, not good. More likely than not, so we could be getting a right shoulder as we zip lower. Potentially. But it's very important that we do not retouch the skinny pink line on the weekly, right? Because we've already crossed the skinny pink line on the weekly. This is not good, to be honest. This is just not good. I've explained this in a video some time ago, right? I think many months ago, that there is a possibility that we could be heading towards 9k. Possible? Yes, it's possible. I'm going to sound like a couple right now, but it's possible, right? If you look at things from a bigger time frame, bigger perspective, this looks like a rising channel. And rising channels usually break lower, right? This whole thing could be a three-wave move towards the downside for Bitcoin, right? It might look like an ABC kind of a chart pattern, right? So if you were to apply this top to bottom and you expect the same movements, okay, it's not going to be, but if you expect the same movements, yeah, we're probably going to go back under sub 10k, right? A lot of people are going to get wrecked if Bitcoin really does drop to sub 10k, especially Michael Saylor. He has leveraged positions. This is crazy, right? This could happen, and you need to be very, very, very careful about rushing into a long for Bitcoin. Again, if you look at things from a weekly perspective, we are not oversold yet. The last time we were oversold was over here. All right, and we got a double bullish divergence, right? Higher low on the MACD, high low on the RSI, but a lower low on the price. Pew, zip up, right? But even then, I wasn't really comfortable because we already touched the skinny pink line. This is not good news. Anyway, rising channel. Yeah, a couple could be right? And anyway, point being that yeah, I think things are just not looking really that perky for Bitcoin, right? The possibility still remains that Bitcoin could hit back under 20k, right? If we were to form a nice right shoulder over here, right? Left shoulder, hit, right shoulder. Yeah, there will be two targets. And target number 2 will take us to potentially sub 20k. We'll probably be taking out these lows. And we'll probably only be stopping at around this area. This is a very noisy area. So around 17k plus minus. Yeah. So the thing that we're waiting for right now is the right shoulder. We don't know if we're going to get a right shoulder, right? Because there is also that possibility that Bitcoin could still just start zipping higher, right? Maybe you might get something like a right shoulder, but it's not a right shoulder. And eventually we just start zipping higher. Definitely possible for Bitcoin. But we are not entirely sure at this point of time, right? If you look at the other coins, right, the second biggest coin for Ethereum, we actually have targets towards 666, right? And I'm going to readjust this thing because this is really a very clear support line that has already been formed, and I'm expecting 666 to be hit, right? You see, 3 waves down. Okay, I'll talk more about this next week, but can you imagine if Ethereum falls to 666? Can you imagine how many people are going to get liquidated, right? Even at $1,000, right? I think if you were to take out all of these clusters of stop sales, a lot of people are going to... Anyway, we will talk about Ethereum more next week, right? And I'm not saying this is written in the stars. I'm saying this is a possibility, a real possibility why. Let me just bring you to the yield curve inversion, right? US2 versus US10 divided by US 2 years, right? This is the yield curve inversion. When you put your money into a 10-year bond, right? You want to have higher returns, right? And then 2 years should have less returns by right. The longer you put, the more you make. The less time you put your money in, you lock your money in, the less you make. But there's an inversion right now. There's more money to be made in the short term. So be like, huh? Yeah. And over the course of 40 years, every time we dip under 1%, right? We dip under 1%, you know what happens? 0.1. Sorry, 1. A recession happens, right? 1, 2, 3. This is the craziest. We've never dropped so much before. 0.788% for 40 years. Wait, hang on. Let's plus S&P 500 new price scale. Let's look at it. Right. If you look over here, every time we go under 1%, you know what happens? Yeah. After a while, deep recession. This was the dot-com bust, right? Again, in 07, subprime mortgages, you know what happened? Deep crash, right? Again, when was this? Yeah, this is COVID. I can't even say it properly. For fear of getting banned. COVID. We just dip a little bit, just a while, just a short while. How far did we drop? Top to bottom. 64%. You know how crazy that is? 64% decimation on the stock markets, right? So again, we're so low. We're so under 1%, right? This is as low as it gets. This is just extreme. This is extreme inversion. And here we are. We still have yet to experience a proper correction, right? We actually did correct over here, to be honest. 52%, right? So if and when this happens, right, can you imagine how far we're going to fall? Again, I don't really know how far, but right now, stocks and crypto are related. They are already coupled, which means that when stocks go up, crypto goes up as well. It's just that right now at the moment, stocks are going up faster compared to crypto. Crypto is just, yeah. So can you imagine the carnage if and when we start reversing back up? Yeah, it's coming. It's coming, boys and girls. It's coming. Moreover, I just read in the news, Germany and Netherlands has entered a recession. 20 hours ago, Netherlands dips into recession after strong COVID reports. This is just to soften the news. Netherlands is in recession. Is this going to be something that will spread throughout Europe? Yeah, very likely. Germany was the first. Germany has entered recession, yeah, in May, right? May, June, July, August. 4 months ago, the news came out. And just recently, Netherlands. So, what do you think is going to happen, right? This is US, obviously. So, if and when the truth is revealed, right? Right now, all the numbers are being manipulated. CPI is being manipulated. But anyway, the point is, yeah, watch out for this. This is going to be a very harsh correction, and it's going to affect crypto, and it's going to affect Bitcoin. So yeah, you gotta watch out for that, man. Yeah, and again, Bitcoin USDT. We'll look at it. We'll look at it on the weekly. Yeah. So on the weekly, if we do dip, right, and if we hit the skinny pink line again, which is at 20,000, that's not good. That's not good. You don't want to hit the skinny pink line. It's very, very important not to hit the skinny pink line, right? Every time, you know, if you look at history, right? If you look at, for example, 2018, we hit the skinny pink line. There was a super duper bull run that came. Woo! After that, yeah, how would you know when the bull run ends? When we start hitting the skinny pink line. Sure, there was a rally that came. But after that, look at the fall. Look at the insane fall that came, right? I get reminded, you know, that this is actually this. I fear that something like this might happen, right? We might go under 20k. Again, I don't know if 20k is going to be it. There is a possibility that we could go to under 10k. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but yeah, again, if we form a head and shoulders, very likely we're heading towards 20k. Very, very likely. And it's also very important that we take this out. If we drop just close to taking this out, but we don't take it out, there is a danger that this whole thing could become a big descending triangle, right? And then this could be a bull season cancelled if we get something like this. This will be more likely than not a confirmed, not confirmed, but it heightens the possibility of us hitting back under 4 digits for Bitcoin, right? It's going to be a decimation in crypto land, but I feel that 20k is not out of the realms of possibility. But anyway, we'll cross the bridge when the time comes. Right now, we still don't have any clear targets. We are waiting for the right shoulder to appear. So once we get the right shoulder, very likely we will see where the targets are. Very likely we'll be going towards the targets. We probably have 2 targets. So be very, 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 very careful about rushing into a trade too soon. The best thing that could happen for Bitcoin in a bullish perspective, right? Ignore the skinny pink line. The skinny pink line is wrong. We fall in a very controlled manner. Get a right shoulder or we zip down. Very controlled fall. Sure, take out 20k. Right, we drop below lower, take out 20k. Hang around, we start reversing back up. Right, halving comes in. The bullish case, we get a very nice ascending triangle. Value 1, value 2, and then we get a value 3. That's it. Sayonara, bitches! And then we just go crazy. Right? Best bullish case. But if we were to get a proper right shoulder and we zip down with speed, then yeah, that's not good. Right? That's not good. Of course, we could also get double bottoms even with a right shoulder. Drop down, double bottom, fast and furious recovery back up. Valleys, right? We want to see valleys. We want to see strong rallies, right? Strong rallies is, yeah, this is a strong rally. This is a strong rally. Yeah, we zip down for the COVID crash, but we zip back up with strength. So even if we zip down, the hope is that we see a zip back up with strength. But again, we still don't know what's going to happen. And if we were to zip back up, zip down, zip up, it's going to take several months though. 6 months maybe? 7 months? Again, I can't say for sure. It's going to take, 6 months plus, I think. Yeah, so that's why it's very important to have the skills of being able to short, right? You want to be able to make money, whether if things are in an uptrend or in a downtrend. Very important, right? So there you go. Hope that answers your question. Risk.